Hi, guys and girls, welcome back. Is the whole royal family saga getting me down a little? Yes, it is, but not because of Harry and Meghan or even Charles, but because it is a symptom of what is going on in our world, where everything that is right is suddenly wrong, where we have people voting for and clapping at the feet of a man who is mentally unstable, where the biggest crooks are occupying the top positions in many instances, where our history and culture is being erased to appease the woke. So, as I'm writing here, I'm waiting for the Today Show's interview with Harry to drop, as the trailer already has me concerned. Love me or hate me, but I have a feeling that Harry has now been brainwashed and manipulated to a point where he does not know the difference between fact and fiction anymore. And I'm not joking or being nasty. I am completely and utterly serious. It is either that or he is on some mind altering drug. However, judging by his body language, I would rather go for perhaps abuse of prescription drugs and brainwashed and manipulated and possibly far too much therapy. Yes, folks, there is such a thing as far too much therapy. And one of the signs of too much therapy is when it overrides your own personality, opinions, morals, etc. Yes, when it is no longer therapy, but brainwashing, and Harry shows definite signs of that. Here is why I'm saying this. Harry's words and body language does not match. Just taking the trailer as an example, when he says, I'm just making sure that she's protected and got the right people around her, talking about the Queen. Well, we know he's talking nonsense, actually, totally gibberish. How is he making sure that she is protected? Since when is he the head of royal security or even the Met Police? Who are the right people? We just saw pictures of William, Catherine, and the children, Beatrice, Edo, and their children leaving Windsor. Are they the right or wrong people according to Harry? And if he thinks they are the wrong people, what is he going to do to stop them from seeing the Queen? We know Harry does not like Angela Kelly, for example. Yet she has been with the Queen for 30 years, and so on and so on. So clearly, this shows us that Harry is delusional. Somewhere in his head, he concocted a story, a picture of himself as a savior or godlike figure or something of a superhero. But to cement the fact that it is a delusion is the fact that Harry shows no sign of actively lying. He does not look down, does not fidget, doesn't shift, does not smirk. No, he's utterly relaxed saying that. Thus, he 100% believes himself, and that means he is delusional. In his head, he is off somewhere in La La Land where there is only his reality and his truth. And no, it is not fake. For him, it is actually real. Now, unfortunately, I have seen this before, having lived with someone who is schizophrenic. But I doubt Harry suffers from schizophrenia. So, what could cause this if not mental illness? Well, drug abuse or extreme long term brainwashing or manipulation. In few cases, alcoholism over a long time could cause this. Now, I have heard about them, Harry and Meghan, abusing or using a substance of which we drink its namesake, but other people sniff, smoke, or inject it. You know what I mean. I'm not allowed to say the word in a video. Now, Megan's hands, the stained cuticles and broken skin, surely looks like those of someone who is either a heavy smoker and not only of tobacco, if you know what I mean. People with addictions have a habit of picking at their skin and so forth. However, in Harry's case, I would not argue that he is or isn't taking or smoking or injecting a drug of some kind. I don't know. I'm not a fly on the wall. But I would guess that he may be taking mood altering medication, whether prescribed by a medical doctor or some quack, I don't know. My opinion that Harry is indeed suffering from some form of delusion is further fueled by a couple of other things he spoke about. For instance, he spoke about 10-month-old Lily giving her first steps a day or two after Eugenie posted a video of 1-year-old August giving his first steps. So is Harry lying? Not necessarily. In my opinion, Harry saw and heard about August and the video and made the information his own, totally unable to distinguish between what is real and what is not. The same applies when he spoke about Archie wanting to become a pilot, an astronaut, and God knows what else. But likely that is what Harry wanted to become when he was somewhere between 6 and 10. And I'm saying this because a 3-year-old will likely tell you he wants to become a mommy or a daddy or Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. And even that would be a stretch. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter who is very bright and I must add, very stubborn, and she can count to 20, knows her alphabet and colors and the words to about 50 or so kiddies songs. But you ask her what she wants to be one day, and she'll tell you, dance like Emma, that being Emma of the Wiggles. My granddaughter, due to birth complications, is getting a lot of additional attention. Thus, I think it would be a good comparison to a child like Archie, who will have a full-time nanny and perhaps go to an upmarket elitist nursery school, etc. Anyway, getting back to Harry, there are also a few headlines saying that he wants to heal the relationship with his brother William by using the services of a mediator. Yes, you heard me right. He, Harry, wants to appoint and bring a mediator to the table. Not the other way round, not my father and brother who are older and wiser and future kings. No, no, no. Harry feels secure and clever and powerful enough to dictate to them how things should go. Who does he want to bring? Someone from better up? This is again delusional. Delusions of grandeur, omnipotence, godly wisdom. Now, I have no idea how the royal family should handle this. Some are saying that Harry, saying he is making sure his grandmother is protected and surrounded by the right people, is actually throwing shade at Charles and William. But I do not think he even thought that far. I think he just plainly believes he is in a position of strength and power, the protector and the guard of everybody. What I am relatively sure of is that Harry's delusions are fueled by Meghan's narcissism, and together they form the perfect storm. They are indeed a danger to anybody in their orbit. And I don't necessarily mean a physical danger, but they are a destructive force and will hurt and destroy anyone they fall out with or whom they do not trust, or anyone who does not agree with them or give in to their demands. So even though I cannot even begin to pretend to have answers for the royal family or anyone else who find themselves with a similar issue in their families, I do not think it is fair or right of the royal family to further expose the public to the illness of their family member or to further feed his delusions, which is exactly what they are doing by drawing him back into the public events, be it at the back of a balcony or not. Once again, this interview that he's having with the Today Show is the perfect example. He spent an hour at Windsor, and here he is jumping at the chance of an interview. Imagine what him and his wife will do after spending a weekend or a week with the royal family. They are indeed, regardless of their mental illnesses and other problems, they are shrewd, unpredictable, and definitely unstable. As members of the public, we need to be wary of what we are being fed by the media and the royal family themselves at this point. We should trust our instincts and our common sense. Okay, my dear friends, I'll be back as soon as possible. Until we meet again on the next one, take good care of yourselves. Bye.